It's a bull job.
It's so funny with I hey.
That's bull job.
I was hoping that you'd be wearing your hat.
Yes, I am. And we're gonna make bus stops great again.
Dude, honestly, they're still unreliable.
Yeah, I haven't been on a bus in a long time. Nothing against them, but like in Florida, it's really hard to get around anywhere without a car. So
Honestly, dude, I was gonna take an Uber and it was gonna be a $40 ride. I was like, for what?
that's
What are you
crazy.
$40 to take me around the corner?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I do
Okay,
Uber
so
Eats deliveries, by the way. That's my day job.
honestly,
Hey, I'm just putting that out there. If you have a car, it's a good, or you could rent one too. It's a good gig job.
okay, so please introduce us to yourself.
Hello, everyone. Oh, no, I'm kidding. But you do that. This is my silent impression of you.
I do that. I do that. I don't know why I do
A little
that.
bouncy. Right? Okay, so hello, everyone. My name's Josh Rosen, plant-based comedian. I do impressions of a lot of people, a lot of politicians, probably at least a dozen political people, and some actors and some other people like Elon Musk now, people like that. And that's what I do. I've been on Instagram for a while, and the last year I think we found each other during this pandemic because I think I know you because of Angela, IG Live with Angela.
Yes.
So that's how I found you. Yeah. So she's become a friend of mine too from watching her lives. So just in the last year, I've been on social media for a while, but in the last year I've been posting like more content than ever before because, I haven't been able to perform live. So this is my live social media. So I've just
You're
been
like the
on here a
TikTok
lot.
king, though.
I'm what?
You're like the TikTok king.
You probably do you see all my TikToks?
Yeah.
I post a lot. I don't know, like, they don't get, some of them hit, some of them don't get that many views, but like, I love TikTok because you can just make a video so quickly and easily and then, share it. And it's like, you're done. And
Yeah, it's super convenient. Yeah.
it's super
So we need to talk
convenient.
about.
And it's like, if nobody watches it, I don't care. Like, that's my feeling with TikTok. Because it's like, it's different in a way. Like, Instagram, like, you have, like, your audience, sort of. With TikTok, like, I feel like I have liberty to post as many times as I want.
True. We need to talk about your name, obviously.
My real name?
No, not your real name.
Josh Rosen. Not the quarterback that failed.
Plant-based comedian. Where'd that name come from?
So, well, actually, I'm not wearing the shirt now, but I have shirts of mine, too, that say, like, gluten-free giggles and laugh out lentil. So, plant-based comedian came about because this was, like, I was trying to figure out, like, a way to brand myself as an entertainer. And I didn't really, like, and I started to get into healthy eating a lot. So I was starting to eat more plant-based foods and stuff. So I was like, you know what? It would be funny if I called myself plant-based comedian and, involved the healthy eating, like, in my comedy. Now, I don't do that as much as I used to. Like, I don't talk about, like, although I do still talk about, like, I do Bernie Sanders and Trump talking about, like, oatmeal and stuff. So I guess I do still, talk about it. But that's how it started. And I've just decided to keep it because it's, like, it's a cool name. Like, I think a lot of people, like, think, like, oh, plant-based comedian. It's original. And this is my slogan.
I was gonna ask about that because you have shirts saying gluten-free giggles and laugh out lentil.
Yeah.
What made you want to transition to healthy eating?
Just like I wanted to feel healthier and have more energy. I still eat shitty sometimes, believe me. Believe me, okay. but like I think that's just like, wanting to just feel healthier. That's the main reason. Have more energy.
So what got you started doing comedy and then impressions? Or did it happen simultaneously?
Um, it didn't. Well, so I've always like been a performer. I think because like in school, even though I wasn't like known that well, I wasn't like that popular. Like in high school, I started to like become a funny guy. Like people knew me. I was like, oh yeah, Josh. Like he's like imitating the teachers or the students in the class, or I would always like play different characters in class. I mean, I was a sports fan growing up a lot, and like I used to pretend I was like Peyton Manning in the middle of like high school English class. Like I'd be doing like the quarterback signs and stuff, and people would find it hilarious that I would do these things. So I did a lot of that, and I would also imitate like the teachers because I had some weird sounding teachers. Their voices were unique or something. Um, and then I also became like the high school hurricane guy because in Florida we get a lot of hurricanes, and like when I was in high school, like I just became like an expert at knowing that, and the teachers would just be like, "Hey, Josh, go in front of the classroom and like tell us the weather report." But it was like more than like a weather report. It was like a comedy skit for me. Like I was playing like a character that was like super passionate about like talking about the weather, and that's how it started. And then in college, I went to Florida State in Tallahassee.
No, you didn't.
Go Knowles. Do you have
Yes. What year did you go?
um, 2007 to 2011 is when I graduated.
We went at the same time.
You went to FSU
Yeah.
at the same
Wait
time?
a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Are you
Wait.
serious?
Yes, we did, dude.
Oh
This
my
is scary.
God, this is crazy.
Oh my God. What did you study?
I was a double major, political science and media communications.
Oh yeah, we're different sides of the street.
What was your mix?
Theater.
Theater. Yeah, I didn't do anything. I actually kind of regret because no, I liked my majors a lot because I'm into media communications a lot. I love that, and I also love politics. So I think it was the right thing. But I do wish I had taken some theater classes. Yeah,
That's so insane. Wow. We're alumni. We're in
that's
the same.
that's crazy.
I know.
I probably saw you like on campus, and you know.
Did you ever go to Market Wednesdays?
Market Wednesdays. What was I don't remember that. No.
You know how on Wednesdays they would like do something on the what was that called? The center where the Chili's was?
Oh, Union something.
Union Wednesday. Yeah, the Union.
Oh yeah, yeah. What was that just called? The Union? It was called something else, wasn't it? Like,
I don't remember.
isn't
God,
it weird how like it wasn't that long ago, college, but it all feels like a blur.
yeah, because of the
I don't know
alcohol.
if you have the same feeling about it, but like, and I liked FSU a lot, but like, I've like I forgot so much about those like 4 years. It feels like it just was like a period, and then like it ended, and it's like I've been I don't know. I actually haven't been back to the school since I graduated.
I went 3 years ago, and it just felt like it felt weird.
Yeah,
Like I felt like I didn't recognize it.
interesting. I mean, I spent a
Yeah.
lot of hours in like Strozier Library, many
Yes,
hours,
Rosen, yes.
all-nighters, because they had the Starbucks inside the library. I don't know if it's still there. So I would stay up all night, and it was fun though. I met a lot of good people there. And then, but the thing is, I started doing comedy, stand-up, like my sophomore year, I think, or junior year. Somebody actually challenged me. They were like, "Hey, you should do an open mic. You're funny, you do impressions." So that's when I started doing it. And it was something I always wanted to do. Like I loved George Carlin a lot growing up because like he was such a good he was so good at like rhyming and the way he would speak, and he was so intelligent. And then I love like Seinfeld type of humor, like Larry David. So when I first started doing comedy though, I was just doing myself. Like I wasn't doing all the impressions, and I was doing pretty good, but I wanted to like figure out what was more me on stage. So that's then, I started to incorporate the impressions on stage, and like, and it started I was doing it at the open mic at FSU a lot. And then I started to perform, like, there was shows in Tallahassee. There was like a bar there. I forget the name of it. I think it was called the Bird Shack or something.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah, we had like a weekly comedy show, and I was in every show. So I would do sets on there. And that's kind of like how I got started doing it. And then after college, I moved to New York City for like a year. And I was like trying to do it there. I was like trying to make it, But
we've literally been in the same cities.
You went to New York too?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is so weird because like anyone watching
so
this,
weird.
I had no idea before this interview. I had no idea you were FSU. Yeah.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Okay. Who makes your wigs?
My wigs? You mean like this crappy Bernie Sanders wig?
Yeah.
I found them on Amazon, I think. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I have a Trump wig, which I've gone through a few different Trump wigs. And I have an Elizabeth Warren wig too. And that's it.
So going through your Instagram, you started mainly primarily posting your food. And then it transitioned to you doing impressions.
Yeah.
Was that something that was intentional? Was that something accidental?
I think it was just me like finding myself more. Like what I'm really passionate about. I went through a phase where I was really into like the food and stuff, the healthy eating. I still think that's cool, but like I'm not as into it anymore. I feel like what I enjoy doing the most and where I bring the most value is entertaining people and making those videos where I'm doing my impressions and making people laugh. Like that's what I want to be doing. So I feel like I'm giving people more value doing that on social media, and it's more me. Like it's more unique to who I am. So I think it's like a transition for like just like finding myself more.
So now talking about food-ish, what do you think are the ingredients to be a good comedian?
Oatmeal, almond milk, oat milk lattes. Look, you're at the top 0.1% eating the almond butter. This for the bottom 99% can't even afford the Jiffy or Skippy peanut butter. Nobody loves peanut butter more than Donald Trump, believe me.
He does that though. He does that. He talks about himself in the third person a lot.
They're total delicious. Nasty people. The breathing too. So you were saying about what makes a good comedian?
Yes.
I think it's someone who like is like they know themselves and they're funny, because like I really think like anyone can write funny jokes if they work at it enough, but like you have to laugh at the person. Like the person has to be like just something about them that's funny. So like Kevin Hart, I think he's just like a funny person. And like, because if somebody else delivered his jokes, it wouldn't be as funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's with I found that with like a lot of comedians that I like anyway.
That makes sense. So following up with that, you're like an equal opportunity impressionist. You make fun of everyone. Yes. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Kamala. I'm so scared to say this out loud.
Yeah.
I'm so scared to say this out loud, but your Kamala Harris laugh is so on point.
I've been working on it.
Because her laugh is kind of like evil, you know?
And she does this thing
So
too.
evil.
I love when she like closes her eyes and she laughs too and nods her head. No, I don't want cream cheese.
So are you ever worried about crossing a line that you cannot cross? Crossing the line so far that you can't go back?
Yeah, I do think about that. I know some comedians are more like liberal with that. Like they're just like, oh, it's all comedy. Sorry, for me personally, like I don't go out of my way to be cruel towards anyone, like or racist or any like I'm conscious of that. Like if somebody is really offended by like an impression, I'm willing to like scale it back or talk or at least have a conversation with that person about it, you know? Like but my intention with everyone I impersonate is not to be cruel towards the person. Like I'm not saying like Kamala Harris has a bad laugh. I just think it's a funny laugh. So like I want to imitate it.
Yeah.
You know? And I do that with Trump too. You know, I have people on both political sides that like my comedy a lot. So, you know, that's sort of how I approach it.
That's so funny that you say that, because I don't think I've ever heard Trump laugh before.
Excuse me. I've got the greatest laugh. Nobody laughs better than me. Believe me. The other people that laugh are losers. They're losers. They're total losers. Okay. Little Ashley Collins.
But Bernie too. Like, does Joe Biden laugh?
I don't think I've ever heard him laugh. I've heard Obama laugh.
This is the Biden face, by the way.
Well,
and then he itches his face.
Well, hey, folks, there's a lot of malarkey out there. I just took the bus, and the damn bus took 15 hours. Come on, man. You're better off taking the damn Amtrak train. Here's the deal.
All right, sometimes I make Joe out to be a little.
But he is, though.
A little forgetful.
He is, though.
I'd like to introduce the President of the United States, Kamala Harris.
Okay, so transitioning from comedy, you messaged me something last night, or I guess yesterday afternoon, whatever.
Yeah.
He talked to us about the Wim Hof Method.
Yeah. Oh, so I've actually seen Wim Hof speak like 4 years ago in person.
No, you didn't.
But it was at this conference I attended in California, and I didn't know who he was at the time, and he was talking about the benefits of cold therapy, and I hate the cold, by the way. That's why I like Florida so much, and why I don't want to leave Florida because I don't like cold weather. But he was talking about that, and I was like, that's interesting, and but anyway, like I've always had, I've dealt with anxiety in the past for sure, and I still get it sometimes. By the way, like it's not and depression too. Like I'm open about that. Like sometimes it just comes up, like where it's like I get too stuck in my head, and you know the feeling. And so I learned about this. About different breathing methods, and I came across like Wim Hof breathing, and I was like, oh, I remember that guy talking about the cold, and other people started telling me about it. And the first time I did it, it was hard to get through because I was really dizzy and lightheaded, but I kept practicing it like the last couple of months, and it's like every time like I feel a little down or anxious or depressed, I do the breathing method, and it dramatically changes how I feel. like energized, alert, happier. So it's become like a part of my regular practice now, just doing that breathing method that I sent you.
Interesting. Okay, so
Yep.
have you seen The Incredibles? I don't know if you remember this,
Wait,
but in
I'm
the
still here, but I
movie.
think
Oh, can you see me?
the incredible.
Oh, do we freeze?
Yeah. No, we're still here.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I've seen The Incredibles. Have I? Maybe not. But is there a
I
scene
mean,
about
it's
it?
okay. I mean, you're an adult, so like we shouldn't really see The Incredibles. So like,
Yeah.
you know. But in the movie, the villain, his purpose was to make everyone a superhero.
Yeah.
That way everyone could be special. But the whole moral was to say that if everyone was special, then everyone would be normal. So my question to you is, do you think that saying that follow your dreams to everyone is a bad idea?
I don't think it's a bad idea, no. Because I do think everyone is created a unique way and has dreams. But I do think there needs to be certain like standards. So yeah, I would say follow your dreams. Oh
You still there?
yeah, I'm still here. I just
Okay.
unplugged the charger, which was my phone was getting low battery. It's weird how
Oh,
the
same.
phone battery like affects how we feel. Like when the phone battery is low, like I lose energy. Is that weird?
I never thought of that. But now I'm gonna be hyper aware of it now. um, why do schools have fences?
Because they're like prisons.
Ooh, elaborate on that.
It's forced. It's forced. First of all, it's indoctrination. They feed you information that they want you to hear, and and they trap you there, like little farm animals. Except we're kids. They think they can mold our brains to think and act a certain way. We're fenced in.
I'm so gonna use this.
Yeah.
Because I was on the bus today and I rode by so many schools and I'm like, it's like speed limit signs, you know, or like crosswalking signs, or like it just blows my mind that like why do we have certain things that should be common sense? Like it should be common sense not to break into a school.
Yeah, you would think so, but
Yeah.
there's been a lot of violence at these schools too. Shooting.
Yeah.
You know, I live near the town where Parkland happened. The
Oh
school's big.
wow.
Yeah, so it was pretty scary, you know. And I mean, I never really liked. I went to all public schools. I liked FSU. I had like my last 2 years there, especially. I had some really good classes and good teachers.
We didn't really have fences.
We didn't have fences, no, but
No.
I didn't like school for the most part. Like I always felt it had a bad effect on me overall. Like it made me anxious a lot, and I felt trapped. I didn't like. I always questioned like what I was learning.
Were you the bad kid in school? Like the troublemaker?
Not a troublemaker so much, but like I started to become like in high school like anti like the norm. Like I would do some like weird things that just went against like the system. You know, I wasn't a bad student though. I mean, there were some classes I was really shitty in science and math. I was good in math up until like 5th grade. Like I was like the top. Like adding and subtracting, dividing, great at multiplying, and I could do all that in my head. As soon as they started mixing letters in it and stuff, it was like over for me. And then also with geometry too was a disaster.
Oh, I hated geometry.
Yeah. So I got really bad at it over time. And same with science too. Really bad.
I really liked science.
Yeah.
I really enjoy science.
The only science I like is meteorology.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
the study of weather.
That makes sense.
But that's it, though. I don't like anything else besides that.
What two comedians would you like to go on stage with? Or I guess go on tour with, forgive me, that are either alive or dead?
Oh, so they could be dead too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. George Carlin. Joan Rivers.
You consider her a comedian?
Oh, yeah. I've seen her perform stand-up before she died.
Oh, shit, she is dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
Oh.
But she was an amazing comedian. Like, she was zinged them out like crazy. I'm going to say, There's some people that you probably don't even know. Like, so there was like a famous impressionist. He's still alive, Rich Little.
Never heard of him, but I'm gonna Google him now.
Yeah, but he would be cool to go with, and maybe current alive. A lot of the comedians I like are dead. I mean, like, I love Don Rickles.
Oh yeah, Don Rickles.
Rodney Dangerfield. I like Chris Rock a lot.
I like how you don't mention anyone current.
No, it's true though. I'm not really into current comedians. I'm just not. I don't follow it much, and I like the older ones that either aren't performing much anymore or aren't around.
Do you think that being a comedian makes you more or less social with people in real life?
That's interesting because I think it depends. I found that for me, it doesn't need to have any impact. Like, I can be the same person I am on stage as I am off stage. And that's actually what I've been working on getting better at, is like, there doesn't have to be any division. Like, because I know for most comedians that I know aren't very social off stage. Like,
no, they're not.
When they go on stage, it's like an act for them. But I've actually been working on for myself, like, not having any difference really. You know, except like, wow, there's more people watching me right now. But
yeah,
I think I'm like the same person now, on and off stage. Because like, I just went to the Starbucks drive-thru and like ordered something as Elon Musk.
You didn't.
I ordered a coffee, yeah. And I do stuff like that all the time now. I usually tell people like, hey, want to see an impression of someone? This time I just did it. That's cool, man.
So can I talk to Trump?
Trump?
Yeah, can I talk to him right now?
Yeah, I can make that happen.
So Trump, I didn't get a stimulus. What can I do about that?
Excuse me. We've got so many stimulus. It's unbelievable. You know, nobody's more stimulated than me, believe me. Okay. And, you know, the reason why you haven't gotten any stimulus is because Sleepy Joe is asleep. Okay. That's all he does. It's like he's on Ambien 24/7. It's unbelievable. Okay. Nobody is sleepier than Sleepy Joe. Low energy. And he's a snorer too. Okay. He sleeps more than Melania, okay, who's treated me very unfairly, nasty.
So Trump, are you going to run again in 4 years?
So, you know, it's unbelievable. I get asked this question a lot, and I don't really like running. Okay, I'm not really a jogger. Okay, I'm not really a Peloton guy either. By the way, most Pelotons are coming from China, China, China.
So, Trump, what can we do to help the children this year?
We're gonna do a lot of things with a lot of children. Big league things. We're gonna give them lots of PS5s, branded with my name on them. By the way, the PlayStation trumps.
My face hurts right now. I don't know how you can do that with a straight face.
Excuse me, it's very nasty of you to say that.
No, no.
1% are laughing. The bottom 99% cannot afford to laugh. Hey, folks, it's a bunch of malarkey. Come on, man. Yeah, like Mars. Yep. Colonize Mars. Yep. Why not? Yeah, that's cool, man. Yep. Elon Musk here. Yep. It's cool, man. Miss McConnell. No.
You're so. What's something that you're working on right now?
Doing Elon Musk. This is Elon Musk's face. That's cool. Like,
It's true. He's very indifferent.
yeah, like, I mean, like, if we, like, go to Mars, like, that's cool. But, like, if we don't, and, like, I die, that's cool.
He's very, very indifferent.
So I'm working on him. I'm working on, let's see, Woody Harrelson.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Comes down like you got marbles in my man. I didn't this, man. That's like the tone of his voice. And I'm also working on Matthew McConaughey. That's a tough one, but I'm working on it. By the way, I was in a movie with him. If you go on YouTube and type in beach bum reporter scene, it was the movie The Beach Bum. It was filmed in Miami, and I got cast to play this reporter, and it was, so we did like the whole scene together. Yeah.
Okay. I'm so gonna Google that. Okay, so where can we like you, stalk you, follow you, all that fun stuff?
You can stalk me by, I'm gonna give you my address. You can find me on Instagram, of course, plant-based comedian. Follow me and I'll send you a DM, a voice message DM from Trump or Bernie Sanders or Joe Biden. So here, TikTok, same name, plant-based comedian. And YouTube, plant-based comedian. And I'm on Clubhouse too now. If anyone's on Clubhouse.
Okay, so you fancy.
You doing Clubhouse?
And then last question.
Yeah.
Feel free to not answer if you don't feel comfortable answering it, okay? Because I like to respect boundaries and stuff. So, do you know the Muffin Man?
I do not.
I've been wanting to ask a comedian that like forever. Have you ever been asked that before?
I've never been asked that, no.
And now I want to like Google like the origin story of like, do you know the Muffin Man?
I don't know the Muffin Man.
Because like, you know, like the Humpty Dumpty story is like it was like symbolism for like something political. I forgot why.
Yeah.
But like, I'm curious, like, why do we need to know who the Muffin Man is?
I have no idea. Maybe the Muffin Man provides comfort.
Oh, I like
Or,
that.
yeah, gluten.
They provide gluten for us.
Yeah. So that could be a part of it, you know. Good good source of gluten toxicity.
I thank you so much for this. I kind of want to ask you another question, but I'm scared.
Well, what's it related to?
I was going to ask you if you could do an impression of me.
I can try.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. There we go.
I laugh like Kamala or Kamala, sorry.
A little bit. I would say you're more energetic than Kamala.
Oh, that's a compliment.
Yeah. No, but I like Kamala a lot. I do.
Well, you have to say that. So she can be president soon.
Could be.
Well, this conversation for another day then.
Come on, man. I still feel like I'm here. And by the way, I just ate a muffin with the Muffin Man, and I can tell you that the damn guy's filled with malarkey and gluten.
Thank you so much for this, Josh. You're so awesome.
Hey, thanks for having me. It was good chatting, and keep doing your thing. Keep being you.
Thank you.
You do really good. You do really good IG lives. I enjoy them. I've watched several of them.
Thank you.
Yeah. So keep posting them. Never feel like you're doing too much on here because you're just keep it up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you have a good evening, weekend, etc. I'm gonna stop. I feel so insecure.
No. Don't worry about it. Everyone's got their thing, you know. And on that.
God.
That's a bull